This video contains a lot of strong profanity. It is not suitable for children or anybody who gets offended by swearing and strong profanity. Alright, YouTube, David Harry here, and in this episode of A Coffee with David. That tastes fucking awesome, and the reason why is because in December I got paid more money by YouTube than I ever have done, so no shit coffee for Dave in January. I'll be asking the question, Rode microphones, what the fuck is up with that? Okay, so in a nutshell, before I play you my examples of how bad this microphone is, right, I got it today. This is the RODE VIDEOMIC GO II. So I was like waiting for it to come through and it was all like dead made up and all the rest of it. So I was doing my unboxing and I opened it up, thought this looks awesome, the weight of it, all kinds of shit. It was all great. So what I'd done, I thought, you know what, I'll go out and do a very quick vlog with my ZV-1. Just something to bolt onto the end of my unbox video that I was doing. Anyway, so we get back in after doing it and I'm like, what the fucking hell's up with that? Right, there was loads of like fucking clipping going on with the recording and stuff, and I recorded it properly. Obviously I'm a fucking sound engineer. Anyways, I thought, right, am I going to be getting problems like SPL problems with this, just as you can get with the VideoMic NTG as well? So what I decided to do was go out and do a simultaneous recording setup with the RODE Video Micro. So that's what I'm going to be playing you right now in a second. These two mics being cut between them so you can hear the clear differences as to what's going on with regard to distortion. Now also as well with this video, you may notice it might be a bit lower than my usual videos. The reason is I normally limit and compress a bit. Oh, actually I don't compress, I normally limit my videos just to get them a bit louder on YouTube. With this one, no limiting, everything is just leveled, so everything is just going to be a little bit lower than normal. So what I would say, when you listen now to these examples, put your headphones on. You may have to turn up a little bit more than usual for my stuff. Anyway, I'll explain more about all that fucking horseshit as I go through with the thing here. Okay, so I'm back outdoors again just to try the testing between the two microphones. Now, the picture is going to be quite nasty at times. In fact, the shutter's probably going to drop below 25 in order to gain up for some light here as well. It's only because it's gone quite dark now. However, this is not a picture test. This is an audio test. Okay, so what it is, I've got both of the microphones seated on top of the camera as we will have just seen indoors. I've shown the setup exactly as I've got it. Now, the thing what I've done here is both of the microphones are being recorded well below like peaking anywhere, even up to like -3 they don't go. I think the worst thing here is -6. So obviously what we're doing here, we are not overdriving the input of like the camera in any way. The camera is not being pushed too hard on the input or anything like that. So if there are any issues going on here, they will be at the microphones themselves, okay? So what it is, the micro has got a quieter output compared to the Go II. Now, don't let a quiet output or a loud output, don't let that fool you as to that being an indicator of sensitivity, because it doesn't necessarily mean that. Thing is, loudness from a microphone and also sensitivity are a combination of a number of things, but one isn't like, you know, mutually exclusive to the other. However, it does appear that way sometimes, but it isn't. It could be an impedance thing that makes the output louder and stuff like that. So, just so you understand what I'm talking about here, both of the microphones are recorded at extremely safe levels, and then what I'm doing, I'm just lifting them up in post. I'm lifting the micro up more because it was recorded lower, so hopefully I'm getting like a loudness which is similar on both of the microphones on the output. So yeah, hopefully that's going to explain some of the technical stuff to do with the recording itself. So if we are hearing anything which is a bit dodgy, like, you know, distortion, that is going to be the microphone itself going into self-clipping at its capsule, and it won't be anything to do with the record level or anything like that, is basically what I was trying to say. Now, what I'm going to do here, just to be a little bit fairer, I'm turning away, like all the traffic is behind the mics here.
However, you know, a lot of people are going to be vlogging in areas like this, you know, where they've got no option but to be by loud sounds and stuff like that. And even if you don't normally speak loud, you definitely have to talk louder when you're surrounded by sounds like this. And as anyone will know who watches my videos, I always test microphones by a loud RODE, only because it's definitely an indication of what like people would normally do. You know, I'm not saying everyone does it all the time, but you know, if you're in a city centre and you're vlogging and stuff, you're bound to be by like, you know, loud distracting sounds and all that stuff. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk back up and I'll do like a bit of a count thing. Might make it a bit easier for me to skip between the two microphones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! Dave can count to 20. Big gold star for Dave.
Okay, so as we could clearly hear there was a lot of really serious distortion going on with that microphone there, which is the VideoMic Go II. And I would also say the micro, for me, was beating it tonally as well. It also seemed to be handling the differences better between me and the traffic. Now, granted, that is a very tough scenario, but like I mentioned when I was doing it, if anyone's seen any of my usual stuff, they know I will do that test just so I get a fair balance of what's going on with the microphone. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no point having a fucking vlogging mic if when you go anywhere near something that's loud, all your takes are going to get fucking wiped out with clipping and distortion and shit like that. Anyways, I can tell you exactly what's going on here. The SPL characteristics of the actual capsule are fucking not good enough, right? It's as simple as that. Now, the other thing as well, there might be some people out there sitting there going, but you're just hating on RODE. You're one of those fucking gobshites who just wants to, like, cause trouble, aren't you? Just, like, you know, rough it up a bit and stuff and all that. Or maybe it's a bit clickbaity. Well, do you know what? If that's what you're thinking, fuck you. Because on my main channel, and there'll be a link here at the end and in the description to my RODE VideoMics playlist, I've got, I think, over 70 videos. I am by definition and a self-professed RODE fanboy. That's it. Do you know what I mean? That is it. That is who I am, which is probably why I'm really fucked off with this microphone, to be honest, because as far as I'm concerned, RODE have dropped the ball with this mic, especially when it gets put up against the Video Micro. Here's another thing to consider right now. This is what, £95 on Amazon, okay? Not too sure what it is in the States or in mainland Europe as far as Euro's concerned. But right now you can also pick up the Micro. I seen one on Amazon today for £29. Average price £39, but I seen one for £29. So this is way less than half the price, right? That other mic there, that Go II, should be sound, and you should be able to hear twice the difference somewhere along the line. You fucking can't. It's distorting. Its SPL characteristics are not good enough for vlogging. And yeah, you know, the micro is beating it as far as I'm concerned on tone, and also the separation between my dialogue and the cars and all the rest of it. And also, even when I turn it round and the cars were behind the mics, the micro was still beating it as well. Now, the other thing as well here, what's really pissing me off is because when you look at all the marketing pictures as well by RODE, the thing with that is, you know, it's all pictures of all like these like trendy types all vlogging and like, it's like, well, hold on a minute. If you're putting this out as a fucking vlogging mic, it has to be able to handle itself when you're outdoors and you're in environments where you've got no fucking control over what's going on as far as sound levels are concerned. Yeah, so anyway, if anyone hasn't understood the point of this video, then, you know, I'm not going to be able to fucking explain it to you. But for those who understand what the problem is here, you'll have heard it straight away. The other thing that's pissing me off as well, it's all those fucking knobhead YouTubers who don't want to give people bad news and who just want to be fucking suckholes to the manufacturers. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna review microphones, fucking do it properly, and don't be bullshitting people, and don't be backing off the mic either, and like deliberately recording your voice quieter or deliberately talking quieter, which I've seen with 2 people now. I've noticed it after after I had those problems, I went and started looking at videos on YouTube, and I noticed two people were deliberately talking quiet, right? And I know why. It's because they probably noticed it distorted. In fact, most of these arseholes who are doing, like, you know, fucking mic videos probably don't even know enough about microphones to know where the clipping is occurring and stuff like that. Anyway, Dave, shut your fucking mouth. No one gives a fuck. Alright, I'm gonna dive off anyway, so let me know in the comments what the fuck you think. I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.